Check, check. All right, y'all, we're going to start here in about a minute. Thanks, everybody, for coming.
Well, I figure I'll buy me a motorcycle, wrap a pretty little frame around a telephone pole, ride her off a mountain like old Arlo. Figure I'll buy me a motorcycle. Well, I figure I'll walk to the liquor store, Thunderbird, 2 bottles, maybe 3, maybe 4. Follow my feet down the music road. Pour it on the pavement like you would a tombstone. Like you would a tombstone. Like you would a tombstone.
Good morning. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming and visiting us here at Paramount Bristol. My name is Chris Trulson. I'm Program Director of WBCM Radio Bristol, which broadcasts daily from the birthplace of country music museum right over yonder. Radio Bristol celebrates the diversity of country music and is proud to offer a platform for our regional and local artists, of which we're so lucky to have so many in the region, as you all know. Radio Bristol is presented by our parent nonprofit, the Birthplace of Country Music, which also oversees the museum and the annual Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion Music Festival. I want to mention Leah Ross would be here, but she is under the weather, so she was staying home today, so we want to say hey to Leah, and we miss you. A big thanks to our BCM Board of Directors and Farm and Fun Time presenting underwriters, including Eastman Credit Union program underwriters, HVAC and Permatile, and also, of course, Paramount Board members and staff. We want to thank you all for joining us here this morning here at the Historic Theater, Paramount Bristol. 2022 is already off to a really great start for Birthplace of Country Music. Just last week, we announced our first round of artists coming to Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion in September, which includes headliner Roseanne Cash and includes a special exhibit coming to the Birthplace of Country Music Museum September the 1st, 1968, Folsom Prison Redemption, which is an exhibit that is going to be honoring Johnny Cash. So pretty fitting headliner for the festival. It's going to be very, very cool. Today, we're all here for a reason. There's some pretty exciting news. It's time, this time it's about Radio Bristol and the wonderful new partnership we have with our downtown neighbors here at Paramount Bristol that will allow us to not only expand our audience for Radio Bristol's Farm and Fun Time, but also to help accommodate for larger national headlining acts. This partnership will help with the growth of our television program and establishing a greater national awareness of the show, and also increase visitation to historic downtown Bristol, which we all love. For members of the media, we will have a Q&A here at the end of the press conference, so thank you all for joining us again. We're very excited to announce that Radio Bristol and Paramount Bristol are partnering with Radio Bristol's Farm and Fun Time to host this here at the stage of the Paramount quarterly shows starting the spring of this year. For the past 6 years, Radio Bristol's Farm and Fun Time shows broadcast monthly from our performance theater over at the Birthplace of Country Music Museum. Since 2020, the program has aired regionally on PBS as a weekly television program, thanks to our partners and friends at Blue Ridge PBS. The intimate shows that we host over at the Birthplace of Country Music Museum are very special and generally sell out every month, and we often have waiting lists for all those tickets. And we hate to turn away fans who want to see the show, so for some time we've been discussing ways that we can open Farm and Fun Time up to larger audiences to meet the demand to accommodate larger touring acts. We've really been discussing this for years. This is a move that we've wanted to make for over 4 years now. Paramount Bristol was the clear choice when seeking a venue that would help us achieve our goals of expanding the show, and we're so grateful to them for partnering with us on the expansion of Farm and Fun Time. Not only is the Paramount historically significant to the music and art culture in our region, but it is the crown jewel of venues here in historic downtown Bristol. We're privileged to have such a spectacular venue here in downtown Bristol and are grateful for the opportunity to work with such a great community partner on this next chapter of Farm and Fun Time and our long history of the program. A little info as to what our ticket buyers can expect with our new shows here held at the Paramount. They'll be slightly different in length from our normal program, as we plan to have some pretty amazing artists featured throughout the year. We're going to have headlining acts that really would be featured as Bristol Rhythm and Roots headliners, some heavy-hitting acts. So we want to make sure that they're going to be doing a full program. So we're going to expand their sets to 1 full hour, which will fit into our 2-hour program for our live taping. Of course, we will still be filming during performances for our broadcast for PBS Television Partnership through Blue Ridge PBS. And with their help, over the past 2 years, we've been able to reach over 18 million potential viewers. And we're planning for large-scale growth over the next year with the goals of national syndication with this partnership with the Paramount. Also, we will continue to broadcast Farm and Fun Time live on Radio Bristol's FM 100.1 and online at listenradiobristol.org and through our free Radio Bristol mobile app. So our first headliner for these exciting shows is legendary Americana neo-traditional country band The Mavericks are going to be joining us. The Mavericks will headline Farm and Fun Time's premiere show at the Paramount at 7 p.m. on March the 10th, playing a full hour set. And we've also got some pretty great opening acts as well. Dallas Wayne and Red Volkart are going to be here. Dallas just moved here from Austin, Texas. He's now a Bristol. He lives right here in downtown Bristol and is a huge asset to our community and also a really great musician. So we're excited to have him. And Red, another stalwart from the Austin scene. He's Merle Haggard's old guitar player. He now lives in Virginia as well. So having them open the show is going to be great. And then, of course, our host band of Farm and Fun Time, Bill and the Bells, will be there as well. And I want to invite a few people up to speak about this announcement this morning. Kicking things off, I want to invite up Jennifer Hayes, Executive Director of the Paramount Bristol, to say a few words. And again, I want to say thank you to everyone here at the Paramount for working with us and for all the wonderful work that they are doing to preserve this amazing theater and the history that we have here and are bringing history for future generations to downtown Bristol. So thanks. Please welcome Jennifer Hayes.
Thank you so much, Chris. We are really thrilled to be joining our neighbors at BCM and WBCM Radio and Farm and Fun Time to bring that exciting show here to Paramount Bristol. You know, every time Farm and Fun Time has a show in downtown Bristol, it just gets the energy up. People get excited about it, as Chris mentioned. There's always a waiting list for people trying to get in, and so we are thrilled to be part of that excitement here in downtown Bristol. You know, as our downtown neighbors, BCM, we really have the same common goal. We want to support arts in Bristol. We want to support entertainment in Bristol. And we want to bring visitors to our beautiful downtown area. And this partnership is definitely going to do that. Paramount and BCM, we really have a very long-standing, wonderful friendship over the years. We've partnered on a number of events. Of course, we are a major venue for Bristol Rhythm and Roots Reunion. We have been since it began in 2001. And then 25 years ago, we actually hosted the 50th anniversary of Farm and Fun Time right here on our stage. And so now we're kind of coming full circle. We've been part of the history of Farm and Fun Time, and now we're going to be part of the future and the growth of Farm and Fun Time, and that is a really exciting opportunity. The Paramount and our team were very excited about the future opportunities with Farm and Fun Time to bring both BCM and the Farm and Fun Time show here to the Paramount. We're excited to welcome Farm and Fun Time audiences here to the Paramount. A lot of the audiences are the same. We share a lot of the same friends, and we are excited to have them here as we come together. We appreciate the opportunity to work with BCM. We appreciate you for being here to recognize this wonderful partnership and what it can mean for Bristol, and we're excited for the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. We look forward to a long-term partnership. It's been incredible working with you all already thus far, and amazingly easy, so we appreciate that. All right, and a Farm and Fun Time wouldn't be possible without the generosity of some amazing underwriters that we've had through the years. Join me in thanking folks at Eastman Credit Union, our presenting Farm and Fun Time underwriter. They've actually been with us since we reintroduced Farm and Fun Time back in 2014. And we really couldn't have done it without them. The growth that this show has seen over the years is largely in part due to their support. I'd like to thank all of our underwriters that we've had for Farm and Fun Time, including HVAC Bristol and Permatile as well, both generous, longtime supporters of Radio Bristol, BCM, and the arts here in our community. Today's announcement in this partnership would not have been possible without Eastman Credit Union. So please help me in welcoming Kendall Conkin to the podium, Manager in Government Relations and Marketing Specialist at Eastman Credit Union. Hey, Kendall. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Eastman Credit Union is very proud to underwrite Farm and Fun Time, and we are very excited about the expansion of this program to Paramount Bristol. Back in the 1940s and the 1950s, Farm and Fun Time played a major role in the development of legendary acts in the Appalachian region like the Stanley Brothers, Flatt and Scruggs, Jim and Jesse McReynolds, and many, many more. The Farm and Fun Time of today is carrying on that rich tradition and shining a spotlight on our region's rich musical heritage. And ECU is proud to play a role in continuing that legacy, and it has been an absolute pleasure to watch this Farm and Fun Time show evolve and get to this point. ECU lives by the motto of Beside You, and we are proud to stand beside the birthplace of country music and our friends at Radio Bristol as they embark on this new endeavor. And we are looking forward to seeing Farm and Fun Time live here at the Paramount Theater in Bristol.
Thank you so much, Kendall. We really appreciate it. It's amazing to think, like, just 7 years ago, at the beginning of this project, the idea that we had and the imagination of where we could be in 7 years. This far exceeds that, and we want to thank you for believing in what we're doing here. All right. In April of 2020, Farm and Fun Time joined the programming lineup in syndication at Blue Ridge PBS in Roanoke, Virginia. This was an important step in the development of Farm and Fun Time. Our agreement with Blue Ridge PBS led to syndication expansions on East Tennessee PBS in Knoxville, PBS North Carolina, and which reaches the entire state of North Carolina. It's been pretty incredible to see the footprint expand in the way that it has done, thanks to Blue Ridge PBS. We do plan to expand to other PBS markets across the country this year. Bringing Farm and Fun Time to the stage at the Paramount plays a major role in our goals for expanding that syndication nationwide. Will Anderson, President and CEO of Blue Ridge PBS, is here with us today. We want to thank him and Blue Ridge PBS for helping us take the first step to syndication and for the role that they have played in the adaptation of Farm and Fun Time to television. Please welcome Mr. Will Anderson to the podium.
Thanks, Will. Thank you, Chris. Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Exactly. Hey, I have about 3 hours worth of notes, so settle in. No, Blue Ridge PBS has always been considered the region's storyteller. Nobody can tell the stories in a long format. It's not a news 3-minute or 30-second blip. it's long format. It's the only place where something like Farm and Fun Time has a chance to expand. So Blue Ridge PBS, along with the PBS system, every show on the PBS system has to have a presenting station. And so we're so excited to actually be the presenting station of Farm and Fun Time because music tells the story of our region. And this is music, along with stories of our region, right? So a couple of years ago, I said, what do you have? Like we have this renewed commitment to covering the region. I mean, Blue Ridge PBS is located in Roanoke. We have 42% of the geographic commonwealth to cover, and we just weren't doing our job. So I trucked my little truck up here and talked with Leah and Chris, and I said, what do you guys have? And Chris said, well, we have this thing called Farm and Fun Time. I mean, what do you think? We can put it together for you. And I said, okay, well, I mean, when are you going to start that up? He said, it started before I was born. But he did it. And then we put it on the air at Blue Ridge PBS just to test. I mean, I knew it was going to be good. And then we started getting phone calls. Hey, we need more of this. And then the pandemic hit, and we didn't do any more of this. We have, 10 episodes, something like that? There are 13 episodes. And people they just want more of it because they love our region. Along comes this guy, Ken Burns, who drops into the area and says, I'm going to talk about country music. We already knew that it was, started here. And this was the place to go. And he said, this is where it began, told the country this, and now it becomes even more relevant. So more and more people are going to be exposed. We're going to offer Farm and Fun Time to our distributor, our national distributor, NETA. So it is available to all PBS stations across the country. And as more and more understand this quality, great programming with more fantastic acts that are going to hit here at the Paramount, this steps up the game. This actually brings more and more exposure to this area, to the stories that mean so much to the region. So guess what? We've decided that we're going to try and put a presence here. I'm on the verge of creating a station that's going to be just for this region. And I'll tell you more about that a little later on. And this program will be the flagship program for that new station as well. So we're heading in the right direction. This is a great step. I want to see you all here in the Paramount, and then we'll see all of you on television on Blue Ridge PBS and across the region. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Will. We are so excited to continue our partnership. You all have just been amazing to work with, and we look forward to many more seasons and growth along with you. You guys are doing great things for the region, so thank you. All right. Thanks to everyone who joined us today, and of course to Paramount Bristol for hosting today's press conference. We want to remind everyone that tickets to Radio Bristol's Farm and Fun Time for March 10th just went live just a few minutes ago, so you can visit Paramount's box office or paramountbristol.org to purchase tickets there, also on our Birthplace of Country Music website as well. And March the 10th, featuring the Mavericks, Dallas Wayne and Red Volkart, and Bill and the Bells for our kickoff to our quarterly shows here at Paramount Bristol. Be sure to tune in to Radio Bristol by downloading our free mobile app and listening through our media center at listenradiobristol.org or at 100.1. And just after the press conference, I want to gather today's speakers for a few photos, and then we'll be glad to take any interviews with the press, and be sure to get some popcorn back there if you're a little hungry. Thank you all so much for joining us this morning for this exciting announcement. We really appreciate your support and can't do it without you. Thank you, everybody.